Well, I worked in the Arctic for many years, you know, around the Alaskan Arctic and the Canadian Arctic, and then I started at the Polar Institute in 1995, and we did our first cruise up to the Northern Bering Sea to work on the sea ice biota underneath sea ice. And I did the diving at the time, organized a dive team, and we sampled ice amphipods below the ice, and there were lots of amphipods. And the ice was also very thick. We saw these big multi-year ice pieces in the Bering Sea that were extending down to 10 meters thickness. And there were many of them. And I thought, well, this is a kind of normal ice in the Bering Sea. I came from the Canadian Arctic. I've seen thick ice before. And then the subsequent years, these thick icebergs, kind of ice pieces of multi-year ice, were no longer there, or there might be one, but very few. And then the recent years, you can drive through first year ice as you're slicing butter. I mean, it's really thin. I mean, we could drive all the way up to the North Pole in that type of ice. It's not thick. We had a cruise during the last year where we started second year ice, and the second year ice was actually 1.5 meters thick. That's was how thick it is. And there was no thicker ice in sight, and there's very little multi-year ice. But the changes that I've seen in the ecosystem is very much attached to the change in the sea ice, going from the thick multi-year ice to the first year ice. And I've seen some of these dramatic changes that, for instance, Russian colleagues have seen over longer periods of time that I worked in the Arctic. Things are happening very fast. I don't think most people realize how fast the climate warming is affecting Arctic sea ice and the sea ice ecosystem. I never thought I would see this in my kind of short lifetime as a researcher, but I think I will see an ice-free Arctic Ocean before I'm done with my research career.